On July 22nd, the music world was stunned by the heartbreaking news that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away at the age of 76. Just over 2 weeks earlier, he had taken the stage for his farewell concert, Back to the Beginning, held in his hometown of Birmingham. Though his battle with Parkinson's disease had left him physically weakened after more than 20 years, the iconic frontman of Black Sabbath delivered a powerful performance from a black throne, his presence as commanding as ever. His final appearance was nothing short of memorable, and tributes continue to pour in from fans and musicians around the globe. Still, even with his storied career and legendary status, there was one unfulfilled dream Osbourne held onto until the end: the hope of collaborating with Paul McCartney. Despite all he had achieved, Osbourne remained deeply inspired by the Beatles, whom he often credited as the spark that ignited his passion for music. Growing up in the 1960s in England, he was profoundly influenced by the band and held them in the highest regard throughout his life. Among them, Paul McCartney stood out as his personal hero. In an interview just days before his final show with Black Sabbath, Osbourne revealed that he still hoped for a chance to work with McCartney. He referred to him as his dream collaborator, and although he expressed great enthusiasm at the idea, he also admitted that he didn't believe it was likely to happen. Though the collaboration never came to fruition, Osbourne did get close. There was a time when the two musicians were working in the same recording studio, and Osbourne approached McCartney with an invitation to contribute to one of his tracks. However, McCartney declined, explaining that he didn't think he could improve the existing bass line. Osbourne found the response modest and humorous, reportedly telling others that even if McCartney had done something as simple as making a random noise on the track, he would have cherished it. Known for his perfectionist nature, McCartney likely stepped back out of a desire to maintain his high standards. Regardless, Osbourne remained deeply appreciative of the interaction and treasured the chance to connect with one of his biggest idols. Though they never collaborated musically, Osbourne and McCartney developed a warm relationship grounded in mutual respect and admiration. Osbourne frequently recounted how hearing the Beatles for the first time had transformed his view of the world. At just 13 years old, he heard "She Loves You" on the radio, and the experience left a lasting impression. He once explained to his son that the arrival of the Beatles felt like moving from one reality to another, one that was brighter, more thrilling, and full of possibility. That lifelong admiration culminated in a memorable meeting in 2001, when Osbourne encountered McCartney backstage at the Howard Stern show. The two music legends embraced, and Osbourne finally had the opportunity to express his gratitude in person. He later likened the moment to meeting a divine figure, calling it a profoundly emotional experience. He also spoke fondly of McCartney's character, recalling how the former Beatle had personally followed up with his producer to congratulate him after he won a Grammy, an act of kindness that Osbourne described as incredibly meaningful. Though the duet they once dreamed of never happened, the bond between Ozzy Osbourne and Paul McCartney serves as a reminder that even the most iconic figures have heroes of their own, and that sometimes meeting them can mean just as much as any musical collaboration.